Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Classic. Yeah. Classic.
All right now. Ha ha.
Classic.
International.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way different. Life from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now. You ain't came with me. Skull looking at in the chat. What's going on? Got some business to discuss with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Let's get focused. Yes, Classic with the Classic Code Sports. And we got a great live show for y'all today, talking about some football, man. We talking about some football. Shout out to Souls of Thought in the building. Classic. Early. Yes, Lord. Let's talk some football. The Ted's down in the building early. Chat Classic. 333. We here. It take more than them cheeks. Facts. Need a little more conversation because I still be trying to see. I'll be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I'll be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor? Got to climb the tree. yeah. All right, y'all. So we're going to talk about the Eagles Cowboys recap, and then we're going to go into the meat and potatoes of the show, which is our predictions. We're gonna make our predictions today, chat. I need y'all to be bold. You know, you have the right to change your mind, but we're gonna make our early season before the season really kicks off. We're gonna make our predictions on who we think is gonna win each division. We won't take it any further than that and break down the playoffs and none of that. We just gonna give our preseason division winner predictions for each division in the NFL. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some ball. I'm going to drop the link. Anybody that's available to jump in and actually join the panel, I would love that. Maybe by the time we get to that part of the show, you know, a couple of y'all will be ready to chat with me, man, for sure. Classic. Yeah, man. I feel good. So let's get into it, man. Let's not waste no time. I don't have any footage to pull up or nothing. We just going to talk about it. The Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles played last night inside of Philadelphia, the beautiful city of Philadelphia, and the Philadelphia Eagles were able to burn out enough clock, come up with just enough plays to edge the Cowboys out in a 24-0 victory. Now, there's a few different things about this game we could talk about, but let's start off by talking about football. The Cowboys look damn good, chat. The Cowboys look damn good, all right? I was impressed last night. I'll admit that I did not see most of the second half because once they went to the rain delay, that was it, chat. I knew it. I went to sleep. I didn't fall asleep. I went to sleep. This shit over with. They said, oh, we'll be back in like an hour. Oh, no. It's over with. Y'all cooked, right? But I will say this. I know the second half, I did recap the second half for myself. The second half was a bit of a slugfest, and I knew that the scoring would slow down inevitably, especially after halftime adjustments were made and, you know, the hype and the first game jitters and all of that wore out. You know, I think the defenses were going to be able to settle in a bit. So as the thought said, very good, great team chemistry. Yeah, man, they look together out there. I didn't see any infighting. You know, the body language of the team, the spirit of the team. Dak was in full leadership mode. I was really proud of Dak. Dak changed up his haircut, changed the length of his beard, And it seems like he's got a new attitude. Do. He's got a new attitude.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? I like Dak. I got Dak on a couple of my fantasy teams this year, and so I started him too. He didn't do much for me in fantasy. I'm not concerned. It is a team game. You know what I'm saying? But as far as for the Cowboys and the actual on field and the real gameplay, you know, I really enjoyed watching them play. I knew that our run game was going to be underestimated because oftentimes we have a name in the backfield. And Javonte Williams, while he is known by us fantasy football players and probably people who have been, you know, located somewhere near Denver, you know, most people, he's not like a big household name, you know, as a running back in the NFL, you know, for like casual football fans, so to speak. So by us having him and by us having what's my dog that fumbled that motherfucker? Miles Sanders, you know, they looking at us like, okay, the run game gonna be mid-pack. But nah, our running back punched in 2 goal line. You know, if nothing else, them backs got a little power, right? They can go get us 2 yards. If we need 2 yards, chat, our running backs can go get us 2 yards. So you know, we don't need to do nothing sus that y'all would call a tushy pushy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Philadelphia Eagles. We ain't got to run up. We ain't got to run through a man's behind to go get 2 yards. Amen. You know, no diddy.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to do no tushy pushy to get our 2 yards. We could just hand it off to the running backs and get downhill. You know what I'm saying? The old fashioned way. Souls of Thought said, very good, great team chemistry. Souls of Thought said, found out Lamb is a true rhythm wide receiver, so hopefully no more delays. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to get the guy in space. I think Pickens being out there to stretch the field and being a real legitimate, in your prime, athletic, fast, healthy, deep threat on the passing game, it just opens the middle of the field up for CeeDee Lamb so much. And with his route running ability, I mean, CeeDee Lamb's going to be wide open. Like I've always called Keenan Allen. I've always given Keenan Allen his flowers. I always call Keenan Allen always open Allen. That's always been my nickname for Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen is a very underrated route runner. You know what I'm saying? And he's always open. And even in his years, he's getting older and, you know, probably not quite as quick after some injuries and stuff like that. Dude still be getting separation. You know what I'm saying? And I see CeeDee Lamb being dominant, but even to a greater degree. You know what I'm saying? With his ability to get open and with them having Pickens on the outside to really open that field up. You got to respect both because Dak will drop that joint off to Pickens and Pickens will keep on running. He really will. And we'll see that this year. We're going to see that this year. You know, it's first week of the season. I mean, first game of the season, playing Thursday night, prime time in Philadelphia. You know, those are the defending Super Bowl champions. You know what I mean? So they get their 365 days to pop their shit, and we going to respect it. But Philadelphia got some problems with Dallas this year. They're going to have some problems. We a real threat to Philadelphia.
Classic.
We a real threat to Philadelphia. And I think last night they realized it. Now, other things to talk about in regards to this game. The Hawk Tua boy, the Philadelphia Eagles defensive tackle, Jalen Carter. He did somebody in my league's fantasy team a disservice by not even playing one snap of football because he wants to dispose his bodily fluids onto another man's chin strap. No diddy, okay, on that. But before the game even starts, there's an injury delay. I guess the guy's doing some chirping, across the invisible line. We're a little too close to the Dallas huddle. Dak Prescott spits at the ground, regardless of whether he spit in the man's direction or any of that, at the ground as a gesture of aggression. Body language among men, 85% of communication is nonverbal. Drawing a line in the sand, pissing against a tree, kicking up dirt. He spits at the ground. Man body language. Jalen Carter, he want to take it a little farther. He spits on Dak. Gets his fool ass rejected from the game. You know what I'm saying? Gets his fool ass ejected from the game.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out. He go crash out.
Yeah, so the Philadelphia Eagles went without their D tackle. And you know, I'm sure that's gonna cost him some money and probably one more game or two or three. Because what he did was he made himself the first one over the hill to catch all the arrows and bullets, because there's an emphasis this year in the NFL on sportsmanship. And you done came out here and spat on my quarterback. So they might give him 3 games. They might make it nice and heavy on him. That fine is going to hit different. That just tapped his pockets a little bit. What you got on you? What you got on you? The NFL, hold on, shorty. What you got on you? Don't freaking move. Don't move. What you got on you? NFL just ran through his own pockets with that decision. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, he didn't play a snap of football, and he probably won't play a snap of football next week. Next week, that fool will be in street clothes.
Natural born crash dummy. And he go crash out.
Classic. Yeah, he's a goofball. And hopefully from that, hopefully he doesn't go through something for nothing. And he ends up learning from this and becoming a better player and a better teammate and a better sportsman. Get it, stay on the field so you can get it. You can get it the legal way. So you can get past that rookie that said he wanted some smoke with you and go ahead and sack Dak and look everybody in their eyes and let them know you really him. Stay on the field so you could do that. But instead, you want to win the war of words, and you done spat on a man. You see. So it's a thought, and see, Dak Prescott, he's half white, because when he got spat on, he looked at the referee so the referee could do something. At that point, when you've discharged your bodily fluids in my direction, and it lands on me, brother, we about to get it shaking, and we about to get it popping. You know what I'm saying? It's time for the percolator. It ain't no other way. Listen to me. I don't care where. Well, we did the code language on decorum. The decorum is gone. See, that's considered assault. And by law, I'm able to get on your ass, allegedly all for content creation purposes and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been on like Dom Perignon, Grey Poupon, and hot butter popcorn you spit on me, dog. Wherever we at. Yeah. Souls of Thought said, watch the other view. Dak spit at him. Yeah. I just said, yeah, Dak spit at the ground. He spit in his direction for sure, but at the ground. I saw that as a gesture of like man shit. It's almost like when you face to face with a dude and y'all finna fight, y'all damn near forehead to forehead, and you turn and you like spit on the ground like right next to their shoe, but you turn your head and you clearly like not spitting on them, but it's like a gesture. That's the way Dak issued his spitting. Now this guy Jalen Carter, like I said, he wanted to take a little farther and spit on Dak's chin. So that's not gonna fly. I have a serious problem with that. And so I hope they give him the books, because I hope they give him 2, maybe 3, 4 games, because he plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. Classic. Yeah. So I hope they give him a punishment to the full extent of the message that they trying to send to all the other players in the NFL. I mean, let this Philadelphia Eagles player be the example. If he didn't play for the Philadelphia Eagles, and I didn't have to be subject to 15 text messages from Mr. McBride this morning of memes and shit, then I probably wouldn't be saying this. But my biases are with the Cowboys, and they happen to be playing against the Cowboys, and so suspend that fool for 3 to 4 games. Classic. Now, hopefully, the fine is light. I don't want to see brothers losing their money, so hopefully the fine is light. But make the suspension heavy. Classic. And I hope he come back right before we supposed to see them again, because we want that action too. Classic. Yeah, we want that action too. But the Cowboys look amazing. Our defense is still, getting things together, but they stayed true. They stayed composed. They made adjustments. They were able to lock things up in the second half. The second half, only 3 points were scored the entire second half. It took a whole rain delay all night rain and lightning delay to keep our foot out of the Eagles' ass. So next time when y'all slide to Dallas and we close the roof of the dome to make sure you ain't got no weather excuses, we'll see what's to it. And make sure you don't spit nowhere so you can play, because we want to see about you too. We want to see about you too. Yeah. We want it back in blood, like that, straight like that, huh? With the Eagles, it's up there with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? And it's up there with their fans too. I don't like the Eagles fans, and the Eagle fans don't gotta like me because I'm a Cowboys fan, and so I see that be the thing. I don't be disliking the team. I don't like they fans. I text Mr. McBride early yesterday with all the profanity I could, every piece of profanity I could about the Eagles. Yep, I sure did. I text his phone with all expletives. I hope wasn't no children around when he opened up his phone. I can't even say on my stream because this channel ain't monetized yet. Okay. So I can't even say on the stream what I texted about the Eagles. You see what I'm saying? And so when they were able to squeeze out the win, he wanted to get his lick back. He all in my text, sending celebratory nonsense messages and stuff like that. I started to block him, chat. I started to block him. Yeah, we'd have been cool. I just would have needed like a little 48-hour buffer. I started to block him, but I don't believe in that. Souls of Thought said Elam has to commit to man on man. Yeah, Elam got to commit. You know what? I think they just got to build his confidence up. They got to build his confidence up. They got to get him. They got it because the kid got a lot of ability, Souls. Let me know if you agree or disagree. The kid got a lot of ability, Souls. Tez, get ready because I'm going to shift in a minute here to the other subject. But he's got a lot of ability, Souls. But they gotta massage his confidence. I think they need to build up his spirit. Make him understand that he can be aggressive and be the best version of himself because he's got some room to make mistakes. Hey, we with you. We'll play. Go play. We with it. We living and dying with you. Come on, go play. He gotta feel himself. They gotta massage his ego. Get his mind right. I play with some man. Listen here, man. You enthuse somebody and give them some rope. Let them know, man. You can just go play. If you mess up, I trust you to get it back. I ain't even tripping. Don't worry about getting subbed out. Don't worry about your contract not being straight. None of that. Just go be you. Relax and be the competitor that you are. You got the ability. I think he need to trust his film study. I think because hear me out. As an athlete, a lot of times what separate like the highest level athletes and the people who have the athleticism, like I'm gonna give y'all an example, like how NBA players go to open runs and play against dudes at the open runs that kill all the regular people in the world, like they just right below NBA level. A lot of times the difference between them and them is certainty. Like when you hoop and you go right, you hoop and go right. When they go right, they done went right 2 million times. It's a different level of comfort. It's a different level of force into their movements. They know exactly what they're doing. If you cut them off, they've been there 1 million times. Counter move, pure, smooth, fluidity. If you contest a shot and they got to shoot highly contested, they done shot that 1 million times. They done practiced 200,000 reps in the summer total over shooting over a broomstick. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a cut that puts you at the highest level in sports. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you get your confidence up, that's when you go to that extra level. You go from shooting, feeling like it's going in, to shooting, knowing it's going in. And when you miss, you surprised. That's when you see what I'm saying? If you get what I'm trying to say, let me know, man. I'm trying to articulate that the best way I can. Some complicated shit, if really. Nothing beats a Jet 333 holiday. Funny as hell. The tears down 333 ring. Talk that shit. Yeah, the Cowboys look damn good, man. But yeah, that's the recap on the game. I mean, I won't get so much into it. I mean, they couldn't cover CD Lamb at all. CD Lamb know it. What up, Ye? What up, dog? I'm having that shit on. Shout out to Ye. We were repping that Six Society all day. I was streaming earlier for a couple hours. We streaming now. I'm having it on. I told him to come get it. Drop all your information in Drop all your information in the chat. Go ahead so I could, put it on the repost and everything so folk know where to come get it from. You know what I'm saying? We're going to run these orders up early. He said CD bogus as hell. Hey, listen, man, you want that man to be perfect. He was cooking their ass. He was cooking that. Listen, we take the good with the bad. We know CD going to drop a couple. We know he going to drop a couple, but he great. You got to put him out there. The Tears Down said CD Lamb carved them up like Christmas turkey for the long break. Before the long break. Yeah. They messed up CD rhythm. That's what I'm telling you. The football gods came and saved the Eagles. We was man, listen, we was belt the ass on them boys. And they knew it too. That's why Jalen, listen, whenever the Eagles get in trouble, Jalen Hurts turned into a tailback. Whenever the Eagles get in trouble, Jalen Hurts turned into a tailback. I'm convinced he don't trust his arm when they need it the most. Yeah. I said it. He gonna tuck and run. And guess what? We went and got Kenneth Murray, and Kenneth Murray just about fast enough to chase his ass down and make it a problem too. Kenneth Murray is a speed linebacker. We keep him on the edges. I'm telling you, we got some shit we ain't gonna show them until we see him again. And when we see him in the playoffs, we got some shit we ain't gonna show them. This shit chess, not checkers. That was game one. You think we're gonna show you everything? We still installing some shit in the defense. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I know what I saw. I ain't gonna give away all the sauce because you'd be surprised to see what you say. You'll be surprised. I ain't gonna give away all the sauce. I know what I saw. We finna go into the division winner predictions, so I ain't even going. But just I know what I saw, and I got to see a couple more things with the Commanders and the Giants. I need to see a couple more things before I really know what's what in regards to the division. But today we gonna make our predictions before we see any of that. But I know what I saw last night, and I like it. As a Cowboys fan, I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm only gonna do this once.
The Tears Down said CD Lamb carved him up like Christmas before the break. Yeah. And then he said Hurts had more rushing yards than Barkley. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He a running back when they're in trouble. That's what I'm man, I got the recipe. Hey, somebody in Dallas, tell them give me a call. I got the recipe. For that bird we trying to hunt. That eagle we trying to hunt, I got the recipe to get him. I know exactly how to get him. Yep. But that's it on my Cowboys Eagles recap. All right, let me drop the link, man. Anybody want to come up for this next segment where we doing our NFL? Division winner predictions. We're gonna go through each division in the league. And we're gonna predict who gonna win a division. Do a brief breakdown on it. Why we feel like said team is gonna win the division. Unless, matter of fact, we're going to discuss which team we think coming in last in the division too. Let's talk some ball, guys. This is exclusively a Classic Code Sports live stream. This is not streaming anywhere else. So if you're not tapped in, hit the subscribe button on Classic Code Sports. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get in tune. We ramping this up all through the football season. Also going to be covering the WNBA playoffs that are setting to start pretty soon. They having their final games over the course of the next week, I believe. So they playoffs is right around the corner, and that's going to get intense. A lot of teams are getting healthy, and the gap between the best team and the teams in the middle of the pack is closing rapidly. Yes, Lord. The Tears Down said, I'll be in 5 minutes. I'll see you when you get backstage, bro. But we're going to talk about it, man. Let me bring this up to the stage. So the NFL divisions, man. The NFL divisions. What division shall we start with, chat? What division shall we start with? We're going to discuss and give our predictions on who we believe are going to win these divisions. Let's see. Let's start with the AFC. I want to start with the AFC. Let's save the NFC for last. My Cowboys and NFC, we're going to do the NFC last. We're going to start off with the AFC East. In the AFC East, we got the Buffalo Bills, we got the Miami Dolphins, and we got the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. So the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets in the AFC East. Looking at those teams, the obvious answer would be the Bills to win the division, right? And then looking at those teams, you would say the obvious answer would be the Jets to lose or to be last place in the division. That's the obvious answer. But I don't think it shapes out that way. And I don't think it shapes out that way for a lot of reasons. Ye said, y'all, oh, Soul's in here. Let's get it. Souls, what up, my boy?
What's up? What's up? You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you clear, man. I'm glad you slid through, man. What's going
Yeah,
on?
I'm in the whip. Got my son back there, but I wanted to get in on this. So I said, let me get out, man.
Okay, you got your son back there. I'm going to try to keep the cursing all the way to 0 for you.
Oh, you good.
Yeah. Ye said it's gonna end in that order. You think it's gonna go just like that, Ye? All right, so right now, Souls, we on the AFC East. So we talking the Bills, the Dolphins, Patriots, and the Jets. Off rip, your preseason prediction. Who you think wins the division and who you think comes in last place?
I think the Patriots wins the division.
The Patriots. See, that's why we gotta have these discussions, man. Because, like I said, what's the obvious answer to you? The Bills, right?
Oh, the Bills, but I think Bills will be second, but the Patriots will win that division.
So you see Drake May having a coming out party?
I don't think it's going to be about Drake May. I just think the culture of the team is going to. I'm looking at teams this year, man. That's why, when you were talking about the Cowboys, I think a lot of people are missing. Why was it a good game? We haven't seen a team play like that for Dallas for about 5 years, man.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Here go Tez right here. What up, Tez?
What's happening, man?
Good, man. Everything is all good. Yeah, I agree with you, Souls. I like the camaraderie because you see and I'm sure you like me. You look at body language and everything when you watching the ball game, and you didn't see the body language of a defense that wanted to turn on each other. You didn't see blaming. You know what I mean? You know how you see the guys getting on each other a little bit more overtly than they need to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I would call infighting. I didn't see a lot of that. And the way that they made the adjustments, you know what I mean, to slow the scoring down, it was impressive, man.
Yeah. But then I got the Jets coming in last, though.
Okay, you got the Jets coming in last. Okay, and why you think it's gonna play out that way? Because that's the preseason prediction is the Jets or the Dolphins to be in last in that division.
I don't think Justin Fields is what they need. I think the Jets gonna have a lot of. I think the Jets are gonna have a lot of close games this year, but you're gonna see the importance of. You're gonna see the importance of quarterback play, and they just don't have it.
Okay. So you don't think Justin Fields is gonna show us that he's better than, people are giving him credit for?
They don't have what he needs. Justin Fields needs a loaded team.
He got Garrett Wilson. He got Brees.
Man,
Brees is still that.
Nah, man, Wilson garbage.
We
rode on Gibson and Sauce just because of Hard Knocks. They got all that fame because of TV. Their talent did not show up last year.
So you think Sauce is overrated?
Yep. What did he do last year?
Well, here's the thing. If we talking about Sauce, and we still on topic because you're saying the Jets gonna finish last, but if we talking about Sauce is, I don't think he's overrated. I just think that he's a pure cover corner. See, he's slight of frame, and Sauce ain't, he ain't real big. I don't like corners that don't like to tackle. So, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's inappropriately labeled. Because I see him for what he is. I don't know.
So do you think he's better than Ward?
Yeah. I give him an edge on Denzel. Okay. If I had to choose between the two of them, for my number one CB on my team, I'd probably take Sauce. I like corners that tackle. But if you can really make them not really want to throw over there like that, like a Pat Surtain, and in some games, I think Sauce only struggled with a couple matchups, but those are the matchups that everybody struggle with. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Tez.
Yes, sir.
Who you got winning this division, man? Between the Bills, Patriots, Jets, and the Dolphins. Who you got winning that division?
I'm gonna go. Bills are gonna win the division.
Okay. And who you got coming in last in the division?
I mean, the two teams that look the worst to me right now are Miami and New York Jets. Miami needs solid quarterback play as well as like guys to stay together. Miami's cohesion has not been good the last couple of seasons, and you can't win a football game if you have a bunch of players that are just conjointed the entire time. Not to mention the quarterback has gone down for several games due to concussion issues each season. Every time that man gets hit, I'm like, man, I hope this ain't the one to do it to him.
That's not funny, man. That's not funny.
I mean, as a player, we got to think about it constantly all the time. But seeing it happen in real time is just like, man, it's terrible watching it happen in real time. I hate when football players get hurt, man. It makes you wonder, especially when you know you got to put the helmet on again. It makes you like, man, do I really need to be doing this? And anytime that thought starts to creep up, that's when danger starts to happen.
I'm gonna be real, man. I think so. Yay in the chat, he said no. He said Miami defense sucked and the offense is unstable. I think that we buy narratives too often. I don't know that the offense is unstable. Listen to me. Tyreek Hill going through a lot of stuff in his personal life.
That's what I'm saying, though.
But check it out. We always frame it one way, and I just want to introduce the other perspective because remember when Kobe, the great late Kobe Bryant, was going through the most in his personal life during his career. The time when his personal life was the most in turmoil. That man had a stretch, a run
that
of
man
almost
had 2 MVP
man,
seasons.
listen,
that they robbed from him.
The dude almost averaged 50 for a month. You see what I'm saying? Everybody don't have problems in their personal life and play trash ball. That's not how that works.
Hill, to be honest. No, I'm more worried about the rest of them.
Well, here's what I'm saying. They got an offense that's designed on getting the ball out quick, right? If we talking about Miami, it's designed on getting the ball out quick. Tua has a nature to want to lower his shoulder. Guys, Hawaiian or Samoan or whatever it is, man, he's tough. You know what I mean? And that's the issue. The times where he needs to get out the pocket and go ahead and scramble, his natural proclivity is to put his shoulder into somebody's chest and let him know he ain't just no quarterback. But he is just a quarterback. And lowering his shoulder since he's gotten to the NFL hasn't benefited him at all. So I'm with you on that. But if
his form when running is the bigger problem, you can lower your shoulder all day and be like Jay Cutler or whoever else that you want to tout for being a tough quarterback. But his problem is he lowers the crown of his helmet and exposes himself way too often for anybody that's leading the team.
Here's the greater problem, Cortez. He doesn't need to lower his shoulder. Just get the yards you can get and get out. Jalen Hurts is equipped to take on a linebacker shoulder to shoulder. He's equipped for it. He's built.
Man, like 240. That's why. Yeah.
But you saw him against the Cowboys sliding all over the place. Sliding, stepping out of bounds, sliding. You don't need to take the hits. Get the yards you're gonna get. What you say?
But I think also kind of what you said, Classic. Everybody's getting wrapped around the axle with Miami. Tua was young, man. He was trying to prove himself in the NFL. He was trying to keep a position that he felt like was going to be taken away if he didn't perform. They're going to be okay this year offensively. As long as they run game can stay steady, they're going to be okay. Where they hurting is defense. They lost a lot of players from injury at the end of last year and the year before that. I don't play into all this. Talent is talent. You got Tyreek Hill out there. He gonna catch the ball. You got another that stuff is just all for TV.
Yeah,
them boys can play football. Tua is gonna be a different quarterback this year because you get better with maturity. He has to be more mature.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's how it's gonna go. And I honestly feel like Tyreek might have a career. He might have because Tyreek has kept himself very, very fit this offseason with all his track training and his speed training and stuff like that. His hands look healthy, and so I'm willing to bet that his route running is going to be sharp. And I think that they're going to have Tariq's going to be bounce back player of the year. Remember, that was my prediction. I think he's going to be bounce back player of the year. And listen, with all the stuff he's got going on, all this money he's had to spend in a divorce, all these children that he's created, this guy's got every reason to have a new contract type season. If you hear what I'm saying, he's got every reason. He got every reason to ball out and let them know, hey, listen.
I feel like he will.
Yeah, I don't see why he won't.
The only thing that's going to hold them back is if their quarterback gets hurt again. Other than that, they're going to be fine offensively. Defensively, they're going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like Souls. I think that Tua's going to protect himself. He's got Achane. He's got Ali Gordon. Whoever's in the game can catch a pass, right? So worst case scenario, these guys aren't built for blitz protection. They're gonna flare out. You know what I mean?
And don't forget who came out of retirement too. They got one of the best tight ends that was in the game.
Who they got?
Oh boy, came back from retirement. He was with the Las Vegas Raiders. The black dude.
Darren Waller. They got Darren Waller.
Yeah, he came back now.
He came back to help for protection too.
Yeah. He's a damn good blocker. He's a big physical guy. You know what I mean? He's a darn good blocker. So I don't know that Miami comes in last. I think I'm gonna give y'all my prediction on this one. I tend to believe that the Dolphins will come in first in the regular season. If they're gonna, what I mean, score, I think they'll start fast. I think if they start losing, it'll be their away games in the winter months. I think that's where they'll rack up some losses potentially. But if they can see home field, and I think home field in the playoffs for the Dolphins has always been something that they
excel there.
If they can get it, they feel like they got a real shot to the, a path to the Super Bowl. I don't think they'll be in the Super Bowl, but we're not going to go that far today in discussion. But I think the Dolphins, that's my dark horse, AFC East. I think they'll finish out the regular season in first. I actually think the Bills are going to slide this year. I think the Bills will finish second to last. I think they'll be third in the division. I tend to believe that the Patriots will be second and the Jets will finish in last. But I just think the Jets will finish in last due to the fact that this year isn't the one. I like Justin Fields. I actually believe in him. I tend to think Souls is a little bit closer to right when he says you got to really equip him. Like really,
I think they're gonna be about 500.
Yeah, you got to put some receivers on the outside that just be open. It got to look like college. When he's scanning out,
that right now.
Yeah, no, they don't. But when he's scanning the field and he sees the open guy, that guy got to be open. You see what I'm saying? Not NFL open, Ohio State open. You know what I mean?
You got to give him a Jalen Hurts team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Or some guys that we don't know about yet. They have to have career years, but I don't see the Jets going far unless guys have career years. And I do think they need a second year. I don't think year one in New York after being in three previous systems is going to help Justin Fields. I think he needs a second year there, and they're going to need to go at least 500 this year unless they have career years. Any given Sunday is a thing. They're professionals.
The whole I agree, Cortez. The holes that they need to patch up are just the receivers. Brees and Braylon, I think they're going to move Brees, but they shouldn't. They should keep Brees and Braylon. That 1-2 of the speed and I'm able to catch and be elusive in open field versus the punch of a Braylon with some speed. I think that's a great combo pack for a quarterback like Fields. And if this what they should do, go full Carolina Panther Cam Newton mode. Get into some option schemes. You know what I'm saying? Make him flick the ball to guys that are wide open because the defense is so tied up with respecting the run. You know what I'm saying?
Make them tired.
Flicking, and just walk teams down. And then they got enough defense out there with their linebacker core. They got just enough defense out there that if you guys dominate time of possession, you could do some things. But I just think it's going to take more than a year. So I think we all in agreement.
Yeah,
on the
you need at least two. As somebody that likes Justin Fields and literally did want him to stay in Chicago, it's not that I didn't like Caleb Williams. That's not it at all. That's nothing to do with Caleb Williams. This is purely from watching Ohio State football and also watching Justin Fields play. Justin Fields has a tremendous upside if he's coached to perfection. Unfortunately, the last couple coaches he had, except for Mike Tomlin, wasn't able to bring the best out of him. And Mike Tomlin used him the right way. It's just that Mike Tomlin knew that once Russell got healthy, that he wanted somebody that was going to throw the ball down the field at a more accurate rate. Justin Fields does struggle with accuracy down the field. Not saying he can't do it, just saying that he takes too long to throw the ball down the field.
Yeah. Hey, Seth, we do take fantasy football questions. Seth, swing away. Welcome to Chat 333. Welcome to Classic Code Sports. I hope I did not get your comment too late. I was definitely looking at some stats and stuff. He said he need to take the Taysom Hill role, being a quarterback, not the answer. Nah, man, I think he can play quarterback. I just think
he can play quarterback.
What it is I just think that these coordinators, see, my brother explained it to me because he's a football coach in Texas, and it's real serious down there in Texas. Norris he played ball down there too, and it's just like it's a real serious thing down there. But he said, these OCs, they're not trying to change. They get the job based on their package and their system. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That they bring in and stuff, and they don't want to change their whole system to fit a player. They want to get the organization to get players, you know, to go with what they trying to do with their system. You know what I'm saying? And so it becomes like this ego thing. Because I always believed in Tim Tebow too. I think that the Cam Newton style quarterback, when Richardson, for example, he needs to just be in that type of offense.
But he's not Andrew Luck. That's what the problem is. He's not Andrew Luck. He's not Peyton Manning.
That's what I'm saying, and that's not what he needs. He needs to be in a system that's going to tailor to the uniqueness of what he is at the position. Because when you have a big physical quarterback like that, they don't need to be hyper accurate because they should be throwing to open men. I'm gonna tell you a great example of who does it at a high rate: the Ravens. You got to respect the run. From so many different reasons. It's either going to be brute power coming at you or some speed and elite level elusiveness coming at you that could break for 60 yards at any moment, right? And so you got to load up, you got to do this and that, and then every once in a while, we just going to walk you down, and then every once in a while, we play action or do a run pass option. You see what I'm saying? And we flick it to super speedy Zay Flowers, and he get a 40-yard. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the recipe. And I just think teams don't tailor to that. So, you know, it is.
If they can make Justin Fields do a lot of that stuff that Lamar Jackson does, they will win games. Unfortunately, I'm not convinced that the Jets are willing to do that.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they're trying to give him the keys, though. But unfortunately, I still had him in last. So we had one person say the Dolphins, one person say the Patriots, and one person say the Bills. So we divided on that, but we'll see how the season play out. Let's move into the AFC West, gentlemen. We got the Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers. Let's start with Souls of Thought again. Who you got winning that division?
The good old Broncos.
Ooh, okay.
I think you're going to see Bo Nix going to be in his bag. Sean Payton got another year on his belt to create his system like you just talked about. But I really like the Broncos.
Okay.
Say the teams one more time.
Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
Man, I would say right now coming in last, I'm going to say the Raiders.
Okay.
Just because to me they're on a rebuild right now.
Okay.
But Geno Smith could surprise you though. But
yeah, that's true. Geno knows how to get wins. He definitely knows how to get wins. Okay, Cortez, what you think? So you said Broncos in first, Raiders in last. Cortez, what you got?
Man, I gotta choose one. All right.
First place: Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what my head says. And I'm gonna tell you what my heart says. That works.
That's cool. Go for it.
Okay, the football player in me and the coach tells me that the Broncos are way more talented than what people are realizing. They have a lot of hitters. They spent $800 million, I want to say, in cap space over the last 2 years to bring guys in and to get the right organization set up. And they had a really good season last year that was I hate to call it a practice season, but it was a year one season. You know, this season they gonna season that up a little bit. I feel like the Broncos, they're not just the dark horse; they're the favorites right now. I mean, you saw where Kansas City needed help at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kansas City they got sliced and diced in the Super Bowl last year. They got sliced and diced, man, and that's just the way to call it. You know, it's the truth. They looked old, they looked tired, they looked beat up, and it's a long season this year.
Yeah,
the Broncos are young and healthy. They got a mastermind coach that is ready to implement his system. You know, he got rid of players because they wasn't playing his system. And he drafted Bo Nix, and everybody knows when a quarterback drafts a coach that they have a different relationship with the quarterback. There's a different amount of trust there. My heart wants the Chargers to do well, but they can never stay healthy. They got all the talent, but they can't stay healthy. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
All right, last place.
Raiders. I think the Raiders are too disjointed, man. They got talent too. Geno's a winner. Nobody can say that he isn't. You know, they wrote him off. He doesn't write back. But I think that the Raiders they need some pieces to put together to win consistently. And the Chiefs are just going to be in the hunt, man. I don't think they're going to be as premier as they were. I feel like the dynasty is over. They could prove me wrong, but I'm going with the Broncos in this division. You know, my head says the Broncos, my heart says the Chargers. You know the rest.
Okay. So with both of y'all logic pointing towards the Broncos, let me challenge. when they got to play the Chiefs twice. All right. Both teams got defense. So we know what style of game it's going to be. Every point going to count. Every field goal going to count. Every point going to count, right? Both teams got defense. You know, Patrick Mahomes, they say Kelsey not the same. I think he going to play inspired football this year. Me and Souls are in agreement on that. We got Rasheed Rice knocked up. Rasheed Rice out for 6 weeks, right? So I'm sure they see the Broncos probably within the first 6 weeks at least once. So what I'm saying is when it's time to have those grind out games, the experience of Pat Mahomes, the experience of the Chiefs as an organization, as a team with their winning culture, how do the Broncos get over the hump with just a second-year quarterback of winning that type of a slow it down game?
They cannot allow the Chiefs to get out ahead of them. They can't let that's what it is. You have to either match them or capitalize on their mistakes. Patrick Mahomes does make mistakes. He gets squirrely, especially when you give him a little bit of extra time. He does. That's when the interceptions start happening. That's how Belichick and them exposed it. And that's how, you know, as you call them, the Philadelphia Eagles exposed it last year too. If you give him too much space, he's prone to make a mistake. Now, don't get me wrong. He's going to hurt you more times than he's going to make mistakes. But you have to be able to expose the mistakes and exploit the mistakes more than just expose them. If they can expose the mistakes and the cracks and the age, then they will do fine and they will beat them. But if you let Patrick Mahomes do Patrick Mahomes stuff, you're going to lose.
What you think, Souls?
I think they'll split it 50-50. I think they both will take their win at home. I feel like we haven't paid attention to the Chiefs because we only focus on Kelsey and Mahomes majority of the time. But this year, if you really look at Kansas City, they don't have that receiver anymore. Like all those other years when they were able to improvise, like after they let Tyreek go, they always still had that one receiver that could kind of go get it. They don't got that this year. Like we don't know what Worthy's going to be unless Worthy becomes a possession receiver and not just a deep threat. They don't have what they used to. Back in the day, I looked at Kansas City like the backyardigans. They just played backyard football. Patrick was mobile. Patrick getting older. I think Patrick and Kelsey will have a great year. I just don't know about the rest of that offense.
They got 6 games without Rice, and they don't have Clyde Edwards-Helaire anymore. Obviously, they don't have Hill anymore. Like I said in the show earlier today, Worthy he can be the guy, but I don't think that he's big enough to be a possession receiver. If he is, prove me wrong is what I'm saying. I don't think he's big enough to do that.
Unless Pacheco just has a great running year.
Yeah, I've noticed that they've played a slower pace of football. You know, they've kind of, you know, taken the air out the ball a bit to get their wins. You know what I mean? So with them using that type of experience to kind of walk teams down, I don't know. My prediction's a little different from you guys. I got the Chiefs still winning this division, though I do believe that the Denver Broncos will be a playoff team as well. I got the Chiefs winning the division. And I think that the Chargers will come in last, surprisingly, because I don't know about the health of the Chargers. Keenan has come in and he's always open, but as he has gotten older, he has been nicked up a bit through the seasons. You know, he was very durable early in his career, but the age has made him a bit less durable. He carries his playing weight is up a little bit as well.
AKA plantar fasciitis.
Yeah, so he's, you know what I mean? I fully don't expect him to play the whole season. And then when I look at the depth chart of their receivers, I don't know how that shakes out. And then I look at their running back situation. Yeah, they got Amarian Hampton, which is cool. That's fine. But then they got Najee Harris as well. So we know with Harbaugh over there, they're going to try to get downhill. We know that. But when it's time to go to the air, you know, we got to see if undersized Lad McConkey can really hold up and be durable all year. Because we know Keenan, we could safely say Keenan might miss 4 weeks, you know?
At least.
So, yeah. So, you know, and then I just don't think they have the depth. So I think for them, their defense is always kind of middle of the pack anyway. They're never like all the way out of it. But when it comes to that division, the Raiders with Geno having that experience, might be enough to like be in third in this division. So I got the Chargers in last, but I got the Chiefs coming in first. I just think the Broncos are another year away. I think Bo's third year, they probably could take things over. I think the Chiefs gonna play inspired football this year. I think the Chiefs are feeling like this might be their last push for real in the Kelsey era.
It's their last dance, man. They know it.
In the Kelsey era, they still got
Kelsey
Mahomes.
era,
Mahomes is still not an old. He's not old.
They gonna load up.
Yeah, he's not old. He already played old man ball anyway. So let's move into the AFC South though. Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans. Who gonna start? Cortez, what's up? Texans, Colts, Jaguars,
that division.
Texans, okay. And then who you got coming in last?
Probably the Colts.
Okay.
The Colts need to fix their quarterback situation. Like not knowing who your leader is of your team, that pretty much ruins every team. Is not knowing who your leader is.
They got
everybody. Ukulele?
You hating on DJ?
No, I'm just saying, like at the quarterback position is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Oh, Daniel Jones, man.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about DJ Ukulele. No, man, I'm not convinced that Daniel Jones is a real starter.
Okay,
I feel like he's a glorified backup.
All right, so look at the strength of their. I'm just pushing back. Look at the strength of their offense. They got Josh Downs as essentially their number one receiver is a slot receiver, which is fine. It happens. Wes Welker, you know what I mean? Guy's always open. The guy is always open.
Wes Welker, you know.
Yeah, listen, Josh Downs is always open. I don't know if anybody watched the tape. Guy's open.
Every time he's out there.
Listen, I don't know where he at right now. He's open. Okay. DJ like to throw them 10-yard passes, man, 12-yard passes across the middle of the field. I think he's enough for what they need him for. But I
think he fits the system that they wanted. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just pushing some conversation. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
Yeah,
I might agree with you at the end of this.
I would like to believe that the Jaguars are better than the Colts, but once again, they haven't proved it.
Okay, so you got Texans first, Colts last.
Yeah, I got to take C.J. Stroud and them boys. Like they impressed me last year. I didn't like them so much as to like at the beginning of the season. I wasn't convinced. By the end of the season, I was convinced that they're here to contend. I'm not saying that they're the best team or that they're even going to be super prevalent in the playoffs. I'm saying in that division, they fit fine.
Okay. So's a thought.
I think So's left us for a minute.
He left for a second? He tapped out?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right. I'll get to I ain't even looking at, I was looking at the division list. I wasn't even looking at the screen. But
like
so for the no, he's still here. Oh, he left and came back. Here you go. Okay. So's. Yo. He left and came back. He'll come off mute in a second. He probably doing something. But I'll give my take before he get back. Just start talking when you come back, So's. In this division, I got the there you go. So's, you there?
Yeah, so man, this is a hard one.
Uh-huh.
This is really a hard one for real. Because the whole division is trash.
Damn.
Even with the Texans, it's just such a weak division. I'm gonna go with the Jacksonville Jaguars finishing first, though. I gotta go with. I think Travis Hunter. We'll see week one. If Travis even plays 70% as he did in Colorado, the NFL in trouble.
Duval.
Because we haven't seen Trevor Lawrence with weapons like he has since college. So, and they got a solid running game. Jacksonville defense is kind of middle of the road, but the division is so weak. So I got Jacksonville coming in first. They probably squeak it by about one game above the Texans.
Mm-hmm. It'll come down to the end of the season.
Yeah, but last, definitely the Colts. And it's not because Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones is going to have a great season because we keep talking about he's not good, but this dude did win a playoff game with the Giants.
Yes, he did.
So we can't just downplay him. I still think the Colts have to now build for DJ and not Richardson.
Facts.
So this next draft, they're going to have to go get some more weapons for DJ. So they're going to come in last this year, but not just because they're bad. But they
Okay.
so I got them last, and I got Jacksonville first.
Okay. My prediction is I actually got Jacksonville coming in first as well. I think that Trevor Lawrence is underrated. They were plagued by health last year a lot, and I think people forget how productive Trevor Lawrence was early on in his career. He's now crossing over into his veteran years, but he's still a pretty young quarterback in this league. Trevor Lawrence, what is this, his 5th season or 4th?
4th. I think he came in the same time as Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I think we forget how young. I think we forget how young Trevor Lawrence is, and Trevor Lawrence ain't a bad player, but they were really plagued by health. And I think with Brian Thomas Jr. being absolutely legit, with Travis Hunter being absolutely legit, and I think Travis Hunter is gonna really play inspired football too.
Freak athlete, yes.
Yeah, and I believe that when he does get reps on defense, they'll be meaningful reps. I see them subbing him in on like a 3rd and long. You know what I'm saying?
He's a Dion. He's a Dion back.
Yeah, like really. Yeah, I think they're gonna make him a specialty. A designated hitter. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. Hey, go
Deion
clamp
Sanders,
him.
Bo Jackson, those guys.
Yeah, go clamp dude right quick for us. You know what I mean? Like that. So I think that Travis is gonna be a big dog. I took him all over everywhere in fantasy. The Yahoo told me in every one of my drafts that he was my worst pick because of how early I was drafting him. But if I'm right about him, he changes the game for me in fantasy all across the board. And I don't think anybody beats me at that point. But this dude has the real chance. I'm with Souls. Like, he has the real chance.
The upside
to be special.
Is so much higher than the downside.
Yeah.
If you picked him, you might have only lost out on one pick. But let's just say that everything goes right. It's going to be hard to beat you because he's getting points on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
it's going to be very hard. That man will put up. For example, last night, CD put up 81. I want to say he put up 70 in the first half, right?
Right.
Imagine if Travis Hunter is playing on both sides of the ball. We're looking at 100, 120, 130, 140 points.
Like bad quarterback numbers.
Yes. What if this man catches a touchdown, 60-yard bomb on offense because it's hard to cover somebody that fast, and then he goes and houses one, pick 6 on defense on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 17. Could you imagine the amount of points you're going to get from a guy that just scored on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I'm unbeatable.
And going to kick return some too?
Yeah, that week that happens, I'm unbeatable. You know what I'm saying?
What if he gets all 3 in one game?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Touchdown, reception, and a return touchdown. What if he gets all 3 in one game?
Yeah, I will say this though. I'm also gonna give the Texans their credit though, because you had the Texans coming in first. I think that if Tank Dell were healthy, which he is not, so we're gonna live in reality. But if he were healthy, I probably give the Texans the edge this year because again, C.J. Stroud looks just fine in the NFL. He looks very comfortable in the NFL. They just had health issues last year. They were plagued by injury, and it happens, right?
He was hurt too.
Yeah, he was hurt too. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the team was hurt and then he got hurt. So it's like, and it goes like that. Enough injuries to the linemen, enough injuries to your real weapons. You holding the ball a little longer. You taking more hits, more sacks. It works like that. It works on itself. So, and it happens, right? It'll be somebody else this year. Another team will be riddled with injuries. It's the NFL. So the Texans had their turn, but I think that if Tank Dell were back, I'd probably give them the edge. But because he's not back, I think Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars have just enough. Coming in last place, though, I'm going to go with the Titans. I think that Cam Ward and Calvin Ridley will have good seasons, but I don't think the Titans will. I think the Titans will come in last. I think the Daniel Jones will be able to get enough wins to come in 3rd place in this division. I don't see the Colts because Michael Pittman Jr., when healthy, is a real problem. Like, the Colts got some shit now. You know what I'm saying? And they defense ain't never trash. So the Colts are like the Bears, kind of. Mm-hmm. Like, if the rest of the division ain't on they shit, they'll just creep up on you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going to put the Titans in last, but I think Cam Ward will look good. I just think it's going to be spotty. They gave this guy the keys in the door.
He's going to need to play his heart out.
You don't think
they want to do something in the division?
What's up, Souls?
Y'all don't think Ward is going to be able to do what he did in Miami?
I think he needs some more pieces, man. I think he got Calvin Ridley at the one spot. Who the rest of their receivers?
He only had one piece in college.
Yeah, what was their record?
The Titans cut him in college.
Well, yeah.
Miami, he won double digits.
Yeah. So I mean, you translate to the league with just one weapon. I don't think it translates like that. He got a learning curve for sure. I mean, when
It's
they just
hard for one guy to
when
kill
they
you in the league.
when they just because when you're the number one pick like that, you're not going to the greatest of team. And as much as I do believe in Calvin Ridley, I really do. He's gonna miss a couple games this year. We know Calvin. He'll tweak something. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, they don't really have no depth. They don't have no depth. And then they running backs already hurt a bit. Tajay Spears already coming into the season banged
Already
up.
hurt.
Tony Pollard is a great workhorse, but I mean, how durable is he if he got to get the ball, 20 touches a game? How much he
That's
gonna
why
hold
he got
up?
cut in Dallas.
Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall, for them to have a little rough go of it. But I do think that Cam will look good though. I don't know. That's just my take.
He's gonna surprise some people with some of his play, but I think they are a year or two away from contending for anything, especially the division.
Yeah, AFC North, man. Let's this where it gets good, fellas. I say the best for the last in the AFC. Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. Souls of thought. Let's get it. Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. Let's get it.
Bengals first.
Woo. Come on. All right. Oh, I wish I could see. Hey, I wish I no Diddy. I wish I could see the look on your face saying the Bengals first, man. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm calling it. This is Burrow's year. Burrow will be back in the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
Bold prediction.
And who else did you say?
Browns, Steelers, Ravens.
Browns, Steelers, Ravens.
Browns, Steelers, Ravens. I gotta put Browns last just because of the whole quarterback debacle.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely go Bengals first. Ravens will come in second, and then last will be the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Cortez, what you got?
I'm gonna say this division, and for this division only, maybe the NFC North too, but for this division especially, I think we need a mid-season evaluation because I think that by mid-season some of these predictions will change.
Come on, man.
But I'm gonna go from where we at right now. I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna say the Browns is at the bottom because they can't figure out who they want to play quarterback, and they got 3 guys that can play quarterback, and they just signed another one. They got 3 guys that can play quarterback, and I do think that, like, in my opinion, Shador would be head and shoulders above the other ones, even though they got him at number 3. That's just my opinion. It's unproven, but it's my opinion. I think he's better than the other 2 right now. So I'm gonna put them last.
Soul's about to come off mute. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say the Steelers gonna come up right above them. I don't think Aaron Rodgers got it no more, and I think that even though they're gonna go 500 football, and Mike Tomlin's still not gonna have a losing season. I don't think that Mike Tomlin coaching is enough to bring Aaron Rodgers, the success that he needs in this division. I'm gonna go, even though I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The Bengals need to fix that defense. If the Bengals can fix that defense, then I would put them at number 1. But because they can't fix the defense, Baltimore is a more complete team. And they play together and they got each other's backs. With the championship Hall of Fame caliber coach, I'm going Ravens number 1.
I like your explanation. All right. First off, free Shador Sanders. You know what I mean? Free Shador. Set Shador free. Get him to an organization that's good for quarterbacks in general.
Classic.
Free Shador. First and foremost, let's get Shador out there to Dallas and let him sit behind Dak and come on in and be a great successor.
He needs to be in Dallas.
I've
been saying this. He needs to be in Dallas.
Dak is the perfect quarterback for Shador to sit behind.
And Jared's the perfect owner for him to sit underneath.
Man, listen, he gonna let him shine bright like a diamond. Do you need new VVS's for your game day chain?
Classic.
How many new chains you need? Like, come on.
Yeah, but that's a different conversation. But who's grooving?
It's definitely not me.
Oh, those souls. But yeah.
I can't blame him.
We can't talk about Shador for too long. He gonna have something to say. But look, I got the Ravens coming in first and the Browns coming in last. I think this division gonna shake out exactly how your preseason predicts it to. I think the Browns gonna come in last. I think the Ravens gonna come in first. I don't see the Steelers having enough to do anything, and I think the Bengals will be in second, but will still be a playoff team. The Ravens look damn good, man, and they seem to always manage to stay relatively healthy. Like the Ravens will get injured, but it won't be like a position that's going to destroy them. They'll lose a piece that they wasn't using that much anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like they seem to always be kind of fortunate on the injury report to a degree. So
even when the quarterback gets hurt, they still have great quarterback play.
Yeah. They normally keep a backup that can keep the system kind of like, in place. They don't have to change the rhythm of how they get down too much when they backups come in. They normally do a good job with keeping like a comparable. Well, I mean, nothing compares to Lamar Jackson, right? But you get what I mean.
Was a good fill-in. Snoop was a good fill-in.
That's what I'm saying, like a comparable replacement and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens on that.
Can y'all answer something?
Training camp.
What's up?
Can y'all both answer something for me though?
Yeah, here we go.
Please explain to me how the Ravens offense is better than the Cincinnati offense.
I will tell you this.
Go ahead.
I'm versed in this. I will tell you this. As you can see, I enjoy me some Joe Burrow. I call it Burrowhead Stadium when he's in Kansas City. I've been watching him since LSU. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks.
Just get to the point. Get to the point.
I'm getting to the point. We doing sports.
Get to the point, Tez. How do you know?
So I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't feel like Joe Burrow has what he's got Chase. Yes, he does. But I feel like the way that Baltimore is coached, they can lose a player or two, and the system remains the same. I feel like if Chase go down,
so it's not talent, it's coaching.
He's good.
You saying two different things, Tez. You double talking.
I'm not.
You're saying the Ravens. Okay. Yes,
I'm saying the Ravens got a deeper team than Cincinnati does.
Yeah, but Tez, you're saying the Ravens is better coached. You pick coaching to be what put the Ravens over the top.
Yes.
So look, your question was I just wanted to answer your question.
But then Tez is then saying.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you good. Tez was saying what? Go ahead. You call it out as double talk. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm listening. Yeah, I'm ready.
Tez chose the Ravens because of coaching, and then you said if the Bengals lose Burrows or somebody, they
No. I chose the Ravens because of defense. I chose the Ravens because of defense, and my first statement was if the Bengals defense was right, and I don't think it is. If the Bengals defense was right, I'm picking the Bengals because you cannot stop Joe Burrow unless he's injured. Joe Burrow was put up like last year. If y'all go back and watch my show from last year, I said Joe Burrow was putting on a Hall of Fame MVP season, but his team was letting him down.
What hole do you see on the Bengals? What hole do you truly see on the Bengals? Where?
Their defense.
Where on the defense?
Talk football now.
I'm going to get you their numbers because I want to be accurate.
Go ahead. Take your time. We're going to crack the code.
I don't even need numbers. I just need the answer. He got to take that long. It ain't science.
Yeah, he just wants you to answer the question, Tez.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
They have a horrible pass
football
rush.
Like that.
Their pass rush is terrible. Their run stopping is terrible. And then their secondary performance, they got beat a lot in the secondary.
Tez, they got the bad defensive line, and they extended one of the best defensive linemen in the game.
The best, actually.
They did, but they also had they were 26th. Even with the extension, they were 26th in the league in the run defense.
Yeah,
they were in the
and that was because of the first. That was because of the first half of the season, Ted. At the first part of the season, they were injured. The Bengals made a run when everybody came back.
Right, but then we just saw them in the preseason with the one team having the same issues. The one.
Oh, we talking preseason? You talking preseason?
Class.
The ones were there. Yes. If you step on a football field as a one, you need to perform.
Oh, Tez, I expected better from you.
It's up.
No.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190
It's
pounds.
Up. It's up.
As a one, you have to perform as a one. even in the preseason. The whole reason you out there is to do what you're supposed to do. They made the same mistakes, no adjustments.
Tez. Did the Eagles or the Cowboys look like they did last night in preseason?
No, but it's a scheme issue, not just the players. That's why I think coaching.
Hey, Tez, you got it.
Classic.
Right? Are we gonna act like they wasn't the 27th ranked defense all season last year?
Hey, you got it.
They was a 27th ranked defense. I don't like if they, like I said, I would love a mid-season ranking. And if they show me otherwise, then I have no problem moving them above the Ravens. But until they show me that they can play defense, Joe Burrow can throw for 500 yards every game and they will still lose. And he did do that on multiple occasions last year. We're talking about real game-time football, not just the preseason.
Classic.
Tez. How did the Bengals not get in the playoffs last year?
Defense.
No, they didn't get in the playoffs because the teams that needed to lose the day they won. So you're talking numbers, and none of that mattered at the end of the season for the Bengals.
They were 25th in yards allowed per game.
You're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. You want to sound intelligent and not look at the facts.
Classic.
The Bengals missed the playoffs last year, not because of where they were ranked in stats and numbers. It was because they won the game they needed to win. And the other teams end up winning and knock them out of the playoffs because they had a horrible start to the season. You're talking stats when stats didn't affect the reason why they didn't get there.
I'm not disagreeing with that assessment at all. I'm disagreeing with the fact that if they played better defense and did not allow so many points, then they wouldn't lose games. Let's ask.
Tez, everybody was hurt, bro. Tez, everybody was hurt.
AI says, no, the Bengals do not have a good defense. In fact, they've been described as putrid
and
one of the worst in the league, struggling with both the run and the pass.
You're using AI now, and you're really making your come on, man.
I'm going to use AI because AI got the numbers. But look, so you're telling me that the Bengals did not lose games because they gave up too many points. That's the definition of how you lose a game.
Classic. Go pull up the scores from last year's games with the Bengals.
It's gonna be ugly too. I watch the Bengals. I love them, but I'm telling you, they need to fix their defense.
Hey, last year over, Tez. I ain't gonna lie to you though.
They gotta show me something.
This is the preseason predictions.
Show me something.
This is the preseason predictions now.
Yeah, when I said that before we even started. That mid-season predictions will definitely be different. But until they show me something on defense, I got to put the Ravens number one. They're a more complete team on both offense and defense. If you put them together, they're not giving up as many points. You're giving up a lot of points on defense.
I'm trying to look up their schedule from last year, 2024. So I can see. Here we go. So they Broncos 30-24. Bengals won. Let me see. Hold on. Here we go. Preseason. Week 1. Bengals Chiefs. The Bengals lost to the Chiefs 26-25. They beat the Panthers 34-24. They beat the Giants 17-7. They lost to the Eagles 37-17. They lost to the Ravens 35-34. They lost to the Steelers 44-38. They beat the Titans 37-27. They beat the Broncos 30-24. What else they got? Then they got the Patriots. They lost to the Patriots 16-10. They lost to the Commanders 38-33. Yeah, they was in shootouts a lot. To Tez's point, they was in shootouts a lot. Ravens 41-33.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's why I'm saying the numbers really don't matter though. Like when you take away that how bad their defense was, if their offense was healthy, they can score with anybody. You see what I mean?
But the other team gets the ball.
But it don't matter. We know that don't matter no more. That's what the NFL has become, a shootout. You ain't gonna see too many teams going out here doing what we did last night with the Eagles and Cowboys. You're not gonna see that. Their biggest loss was against the Eagles. I mean, was it the Eagles or somebody lost by 22?
Yeah, that was the Eagles.
Yeah, but if you average out the Bengals numbers, even with a shootout, they only averaged about losing by a touchdown, dog. Think about that. Think about that, and then you think about the numbers he's trying to play with. The numbers don't matter, dog. If they had a healthy offense, they're gonna shoot you in the shootout. They're gonna beat you.
There is no team in the history of sports
Kansas City Chiefs.
that can give up that margin.
Kansas City Chiefs did it. Every Super Bowl year. Kansas City did it every Super Bowl year. Go look at the numbers.
Kansas City is arguably much better.
Oh my God, man! You don't even want. Hey, you got it, Tez. I will concede. I'll be 5-2. I'll concede. I'll concede. I'm 5-2, dog. I'm 5-2.
If you look at the history of football, teams that give up that many points usually struggle when it comes down to crunch time. Not because their offense can't put up numbers. Like I said, Joe Burrow can average 500 yards a game. But if his defense is giving up 350 a game, they're going to have problems.
He said
you can't
got
give up
it,
that
dog.
many yards per game.
He said you got it, dog. I was gonna give my answer, but y'all just had it out. I'm gonna let y'all go.
We're gonna have a good time if the Bengals can stop on defense, they're going number 1 in that division. We're gonna enjoy it together because I think that they're better, but they got to show it to me. I'm not just gonna give it to them. They got to show it to me.
I got you, bro. I got you. You good? Hey, listen, these are preseason predictions. Ain't none of us right yet. Ain't nobody wrong yet either. You good, bro? You good? That's just men talking sports, boy. I knew something was going.
I like the other perspective.
Yeah, I knew something was gonna cook up. Let's go to the NFC, man. So we ain't here all night, man. Let's go to the NFC because we do got a game tonight, and I'm sure everybody got to get right. Everybody, all us men got to set up. You feel me? We all got a setup. So
got your juice.
Yeah. Oh God, look, we all got a setup, bro. We all got to get right. But look, so let's start in the NFC West. Let's start in the NFC West. Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, and Seahawks. So's a thought. Go ahead, holler at me, man. Who you think coming in first in that division? Who you think coming in last?
You let Tez go first. I'm gonna go with whoever Tez go with.
I'm thinking the same thing. On the other side, though. I was saying this division, man. I don't really even want to pick this division at all.
Come on, man.
Okay, this is a shot in the dark. All right, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Rams gonna go first in this division. 49ers second. Seahawks third, and then who else was there in this division?
You said Rams first, 49ers, Seahawks, and then 49ers. The Cardinals. You got the Cardinals finishing last.
I don't think the Cardinals gonna do nothing.
Damn. Okay. So you got the Rams coming in first and the Cardinals in last.
Yeah, I don't think the Cardinals gonna do nothing. They can surprise me though, but I don't think they're gonna do nothing.
This is a tough one though. So who you got?
I got Cardinals coming in first, and 49ers coming in last.
Okay, so let's start with Cortez. What's your explanation for the Rams in first and the Cardinals in last?
I feel like as long as the Rams is healthy, they can compete. If they're not healthy, they're not gonna compete. I think they're gonna be healthy this year. Fingers crossed for all Rams fans. Not for me. I don't really care.
Stafford coming into the season with a back injury, right?
Yeah, he is.
You don't care?
I don't think I care about it. I don't think that Puka Nacua is big enough to warrant being a number 1 wide receiver, but we're gonna see.
They got Devontae.
But I didn't like the way he looked the last couple seasons. But look
who
he was with.
Him. Yeah, that wasn't him.
Yeah, look who he was with. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have nobody really throwing the ball to him.
Stafford had a back injury coming into the season.
Yeah, he ain't even been playing. So we gonna see. He ain't been practicing either. So we gonna see what's going on.
Cortez, you double talking.
No, it's a fact. I still think they got a good team.
Cortez,
I think the division is bad.
He's been doing that the whole show. You letting it happen?
No, I think the division is bad. Like I think, Stafford healthy.
Dog,
I said this at the beginning.
You said, listen.
Healthy,
I heard you, Cortez. I heard you. You said if Stafford is healthy, they gonna win. I said he coming into the season with a broken back.
It ain't broken.
Cortez, you sound like Jay Zilla right now, gang.
It ain't broken.
Let him have it, classic. Let him have it.
Talking about, dog.
It ain't broken.
All right. Listen, let's move on. Cardinals.
I don't trust San Francisco, so I can't put them at number 1.
It's cool. You said you got the Cardinals. It's cool. You said the Cardinals last. Why the Cardinals?
I think the Cardinals gonna be last.
Why?
They just ain't showed me nothing either.
Wait. So everything you saying is based off last year?
Yes.
This is a foresight ranking. This is about what's to come. You don't have.
He's looking at Chat GPT. Chat
No,
GPT is
I'm not.
deciding this.
I didn't see nothing that impressed me. I liked Harrison, but I didn't see nothing else that impressed me on that whole team.
Come on.
And I don't like them jerseys either. Them
Cortez, you still talking about last year, bro? This is a foresight conversation. You ain't see nothing in the offseason. You don't see nothing about the depth chart. Nothing. You just talking about the results. The results of last year.
I'm not lying. I didn't see nothing.
So we can predict the rest of your outcomes because you going off last year.
No, and I'm not, because you're gonna be surprised when I say about the North.
I ain't even start. I'm not even going there yet because I know we're gonna be a second. Because I know some goofy shit coming. I already know. I already detected. I got Charleston White on standby for your ass. Because for sure. I already know, bro. I'm for certain. So listen, Souls, what's your explanation? You said Cardinals first. You had it upside down. You said Cardinals first, and then you said you had the Niners last.
Niners gonna be last because Brock Purdy doesn't have anything he needs. And we all know after a quarterback gets paid is normally their worst season.
So you following the trend. It's like a stock market. You create candles. Okay.
And he lost a lot of weapons, and we just found out McCaffrey got another injury.
Brandon Ayuk out.
So, yeah.
Wait, McCaffrey got another injury?
Yeah, he out again. He hurt.
He's out.
I got Brian Robinson Jr. in one of my leagues. I just got strong at the running back. I handcuffed him.
Yeah, McCaffrey.
Hold on. Let me check my fantasy football. I had one league. I was weak at running back, and I think that's the league I got Robinson Jr. Hold on. The football gods have spoken for me. Hold on, Chad.
They helped you out, and everybody else who got McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's the league I needed a running back in. So B Rob finna be the starter then?
Yes, he is.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm taking all y'all money this year across the board. It's over with. And so anyway, that's a different conversation. All right, back to this. Okay. So you saying health is gonna do the 49ers in. So why you got the Cards in number one?
I got the Cards number one because I think the Cards made one of the biggest depth chart updates that everybody's gonna overlook for the whole season. Their number 3 receiver moved up from the practice squad to the number 3 receiver. One of the best Colorado Buff receivers, Antonio Weaver, is now the number 3 receiver for the Cardinals. I predict that the Cardinals will be the West Coast version of the Miami that we've seen. That Miami team that had, because you got to look at it. They got Weaver now, who's a weapon. You got Marvin Harrison is a weapon. And if we go with Ted's analogy on everything, the Cardinals didn't play bad last year. They didn't play bad last year. And I think this is a make or break year for Kyler Murray, too.
Yeah.
That might be the difference.
That might be the difference. I like that. I didn't know that. Weaver is another guy that's always open. He likes to be wide. Yeah, that guy gets open. You know what I mean?
A route runner. He's a route runner for sure.
Yeah.
And to move from a practice squad position last year,
that can mean one or two things. That can mean they have no depth at all whatsoever, or that can mean he just balling like that. You know what I mean? So that's a big upgrade. Shout out to him.
Classic.
Yeah,
so my prediction on this is actually, I haven't thought much about this division because the Seahawks quarterback situation was so undecided for so long. It was hard to really get a real understanding of them. I'm going to go with the Cardinals just because the rest of the division is in shambles. I'm going to go with the Cardinals by default. Before you gave me your reason, Souls, just by default. I don't like anything riding on a broken back quarterback before the season even start. If you trying to take the pain-killing injections in week 16 and you just got to make it another month, and get surgery later, you might be able to thug that out and be some good for us to get us some wins. But coming in the dough, I'm not riding with the Rams at all. I got the Rams last. I don't think Stafford health going to hold up, and there goes the rest of the neighborhood. I got the 49ers finishing right above them for the same reason. I think that with now my understanding of McCaffrey being, down, which I knew he was going to have health issues anyway.
And Ayuk.
Yeah, Ayuk, well, we knew that too, right? And then Pearsall is better than people give him credit for, but he's not enough at all. And then you got Juwan Jennings that's not all the way together with his contract and his emotions. So
they lost Debo.
Yeah, so they didn't lose Debo. Debo's a tight end now. Debo about 270. Debo chunky as hell, man. They ain't lose Debo. Debo lost them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got the Cardinals coming in first just because nobody else is situated. You know what I'm saying? Then the Seahawks will probably end up in second again by default, though. Like Sam Darnold ain't all the way garbage. You know what I mean? They do got some pieces over there, and I think their defense is still somewhat stout. So it should be enough. I don't know if their second place team in this division is a playoff team though. It might just get one team in. Let's slide over to the NFC South.
That division is the 9 division, man. The 9 division. Yeah. I say anybody that go 9 or anything is gonna probably go into the playoffs.
Tez, I think that division will be the only division that you truly gonna have to come back mid-season.
I agree. We definitely have to come back. And like you said, you put some points out there. I didn't see all of that in Arizona, but I can't disagree with you. That's a very good point.
I know, Tez. You ain't seen a lot, Tez.
Yeah, I didn't see
a lot.
Chat GPT ain't telling that.
Nah.
Hey, let's go to NFC South.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing.
Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers.
When we go, when Souls
go. Souls back in the game. He been taking the last couple off. Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers.
Man, I hate to do it because I hate to have even Plug be excited.
Uncle Plug TV.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take the Bucks. I'm gonna take the Bucks first.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take the Bucks first, and then last gonna be the Saints. Saints gonna be last.
Okay. Cortez.
So we go off rip. We gonna say the Bucks is going first in this division. I'm gonna say the Panthers second. I like the Falcons third. Saints gonna be last. They got to figure that quarterback situation out. I don't think Spencer Rattler is it. I think his head ain't where the game should be. I think he got too many doubts. He don't look confident back there.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield gonna Baker Mayfield though.
Yeah. So what's your reasons, Souls?
The Bucks, man. The Bucks, just trending. Baker has gotten better each year, even though he threw 5 more interceptions last year. He went from 11 to 16. He got more weapons this year. Mike Evans won't have to play as much as he did last year to even get them into the playoffs because they drafted 2 of the top receivers. You got Tez Johnson out there and old boy from Ohio State. And Tampa Bay defense is always steady. Like they always steady. They secondary a little shaky, but they pretty steady. And I chose the Saints last just because I couldn't even tell you who on the Saints roster, dog. They quarterbacks are trash. I think Alvin Kamara will have a great stat season, but that's about it.
They got Kamara, Olave, Rashid Shaheed.
I should know Olave. I got him too.
Yeah, they got receivers. They got Kamara.
But who gonna throw it to him, man?
And they got what's his name? K. Miller behind Kamara, which is comparable, very similar. Should Kamara go down, he's explosive as well, can catch passes. I mean, I'm just saying they got pieces. It's really gonna come down to whether Spencer Rattler, is a game manager or one of those guys who's gonna win it or lose it for you. If he takes on the role of a game manager, they probably find themselves in a couple of some close games. But we'll see, though. Somebody got to come in last. I'm with y'all. I'm with you. Cortez, what's your reasoning?
I mean, when it comes to the Bucks, aside from Godwin not being there, they like Soul said, Soul's be knowing about that. They drafted 2 guys that I really did like, to take the place in the receiving area. So Mike Evans is gonna be Mike Evans. Baker Mayfield is gonna be Baker Mayfield. They got a pretty decent offensive line. He didn't get sacked too much last year. Defense is solid. That means they're deep. That means they're deep on both sides of the ball. Is that enough to win a championship? We'll see. But I think they're going to win a bunch of games. I'm going to put them at either 12-5 or 13-4. But they're going to win that division. They're going to win that division. The Saints, we talked about that already. Spencer Rattler, I don't know if he's got it, man. I think his head is not where it needs to be at. I think he's got talent. I think he's got skill, but he got to put his brain in it too. Like he can't be looking flustered and frustrated out there when you're supposed to be the leader of the team. You got to be able to make quick decisions.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give my decision. I think the Falcons gonna come in first. I think Penix will be dynamic for them. In some ways, not overall, but in some ways, an upgrade from Cousins, just because of the added mobility factor. You know what I mean? And I think that Drake London is fully prepared to take a big step. My bold prediction on him is being a top 5 receiver at the end of the season. I think Drake London gonna take a huge step forward. By teams having to corral Bijan, it makes it very difficult to really pay, pure attention to, the receiving core. I think what's my man?
Pitts.
Not Kyle Pitts, the other receiver, Mooney, Darnell Mooney. Once he's all the way right, if he can get all the way right this season, I think that the tandem of him and London, it just makes it, because Mooney can really mess up a game for you if you pay too much attention to London and you just think, oh, we could cover Mooney on the backside. He'll ruin a game for you. You know what I mean? He's one of those Bears. He was one of those receivers that was suffering in Chicago, because we know that is where offensive players go to die. You know what I'm saying? So, by him being set free from Chicago and free Shador from Cleveland, by Mooney being free from Chicago, once he gets healthy, I think it's a problem. And Kyle Pitts, we still haven't seen him be all the way everything that he can be. And so hopefully he's not a guy who's has a whole career unlived potential. Maybe Penix can unlock him. So
you're not afraid of Penix injury history. He's been injured every year of college coming into the NFL. Like he's
2
one of
ACL,
the
MCL surgery.
he's one
Yeah.
and he's one of the older, technically second year quarterbacks. I just don't think he's going to be healthy long term for them this year.
RG3, man, he's RG3.
Yeah, I appreciate that, but they kept Cousins, and so I think the Falcons could still be number 1 in this division. They kept Kirk, I believe, right? He's still number 2 over there. Yeah. So I don't think they miss a beat. I think that they come in and just have to play differently, right? Because Penix can move a bit, but for the most part, the offense is one that Kirk can run. And so I think because of that, they might be able to edge the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers coming into the season with a little bit of some health issues, they're not currently in a position where I think the Buccaneers projection-wise makes sense to say number 1. I just look at the depth of their team and what pieces are hurt. And it's just like, okay, if anybody else gets hurt, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like they have depth issues in that regard. So like they're not as injury proof as the Falcons are in certain key positions for me. And these are all our predictions or whatever. But last place I think will be the Saints. We all agree. I think even though I pushed back on it, I was just, driving the conversation, but I do think last place will ultimately be the New Orleans Saints. For the same reasons y'all said too. I don't even.
I'm mad they didn't draft Shador when they had the chance. They had a chance to draft the quarterback and chose not to.
It's deeper than football.
Thanks.
We gonna go NFC North now. We got the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Chicago Bears. So Souls of Thought, because Cortez gonna be long-winded. Souls of Thought, who you got in first and who you got last?
Say those one more time. I can't see the screen.
Oh yeah, Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears. NFC North. Lions, Packers, Vikings, Bears.
Lions, Packers, I'm gonna go. This is bold, man. I'm gonna go Packers 1 and Bears last.
Okay. What's your reason? What's your reason on that one? The Packers 1, Bears or Cortez? Who you got? Who you got, Cortez?
I'm gonna go Lions 1, Bears dead last.
You got the Bears last? Aren't you a Bears fan, Cortez?
So?
Aren't you a Bear fan? You're a realistic Bear fan?
I'm a secondary Bears fan at this point in my life, but yes, they don't have what it takes.
Oh, what's that? What is a secondary Bears fan? What is that?
Somebody who likes the Bucks a whole lot more than the Bears and have for years.
Okay.
Yeah, I will say
your love is conditional.
Yes, it is. It is. I ain't gonna even act like it's not. It's very conditional. I will be there to support you in a way, but I will not offer you words of what do you call that? Words of
You
affirmation.
you a Cubs fan too, right?
Exactly.
It's making sense, Chad.
Classic.
I've been a Cubs fan my whole life. I go watch them when they're losing.
No.
The Bears not the same.
It's the fact that it don't make sense is what making sense to me.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Yeah. You a disturbed Bears fan, and you also are a Cubs fan. So it just makes it's an alignment. There's
you
alignment.
cannot put either one of them in the same category.
Yeah, I can.
The Cubs fan appeases my emotions. The Bears fan does not appease my emotions. The Cubs can lose and I'll still be happy. Because they wasn't winning nothing when I liked them originally.
So if
the Bears, I was born into the Bears being good. It's a
good at what?
Decent football team.
No. You the same age as me. You was not born with the Bears being good. You know you were. No, you. Come on, bro.
They still had Walter Payton.
Come on,
they
bro.
were still good. They wasn't great.
So who you said in first place again?
I'm going with the Lions.
You got Detroit and you got the Bears
I got the
coming
Packers in second.
And you a Bears fan, right?
Yep.
And you got JJ Crockett coming in third place over the Bears in Minnesota.
Better team.
They're a better team than the Bears?
I think so, yes.
What you mean? They got Caleb Williams, they got Romy Dunze, they got DJ Morse, they got Loveland, they got DJ Swift, they got Roshan Johnsons, they got on defense, they got Bayard. What you mean? What's the problem?
They had all them guys when they lost 6
What's the
straight
problem?
The
Bears should be right there fighting.
They had all the guys. Didn't they have all of them when they lost 6 straight last year?
Most of them.
Didn't Caleb come into the preseason looking pedestrian in all of them games he played in?
Well, I mean, listen, when your quarterback got an acrylic no chip on, you know what I'm saying? When your quarterback got a no chip acrylic, you know what I'm saying, with the glossy buff, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Like rise above the tramp stamp, bro.
Classic.
All right, man. Well, listen, my prediction is I got trying to see. I got the Lions, man. I got the Lions coming in first. I don't think the Packers got it together, man. I mean, unless Matthew Golden take off and become a clear number one, I just feel like if you got 3 potential number ones, it's because you don't have one. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if it's Jaden Reed. We don't know if it's Watson. He can't stay healthy. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who it is, or we don't know who the guy is. So if Golden is the guy, then it's like, okay, then I can see that Green Bay pick, that bold Green Bay pick. But then at the same time, he's still a rookie. So like, but I can't, you know. I can't say a rookie can't do it, but it's just like I'll take the experience and the expectations on this one. I think Detroit got some depth. They look healthy.
Football team.
They look healthy too, right? It's not a lot of injuries over there. There ain't a lot of people coming into this thing nicked up and banged up, so they seem to be durable and prime for the year. I'm gonna have to give Detroit a slight edge over Green Bay, and I just think Minnesota gonna fall short at quarterback. I just don't think it's enough going on at quarterback. They got JJ. They say he quarterback proof, but even over there they got Adam Thielen back, which at this point he gonna be a catch and fall down, catch and get out of bounds type guy. So it's like he a possession receiver.
He did that before though. He always catching and fall down. He don't get hit.
Yeah. So he not real big on yak yards, but he'll get you some. You know, now it's just like, you know, he a tight end.
Addison out too for what, 6 weeks?
Yeah, he out for a minute. So it's like I think Minnesota might come in last, to be real with you, but I'm gonna put the Bears in last off the muscle because that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Off nothing.
Classic.
If they do anything, as a person who shares his allegiance with more than one team, and I don't care what anybody say about it. If the Bears come in anything better than last, I'll be proud of them. If they come in anything better than last, if they win more than 8 games, I'll be proud of them. But that's saying a lot here.
Your love conditional.
It is, and I hope everybody knows it.
That's crazy.
Men don't get unconditional love, bro. Men don't get unconditional love.
That's a fact. But look, last but never least, last but really first, the NFC East, the Eagles, Giants, Commanders, and Cowboys. The Philadelphia Eagles, the New York Giants, the Washington Commandos, and the Dallas Cowboys, the America's team. the richest sports franchise in all sports globally, the Dallas Cowboys. The team with the nicest, most state-of-the-art stadium, that the world has to offer, the Dallas Cowboys. Who you got, Cortez, coming in first and last in the NFC East?
You said the Cowboys, the Washington Commanders, the Philadelphia Eagles,
the Philadelphia,
and the Giants.
Philadelphia. Don't get my page
Well,
flagged.
I want to say that the Giants are going to come in last.
You got to say Philadelphia, bro.
Philadelphia
Yeah.
on the Classic Code Sports is Philadelphia. All right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna go against popular opinion. I'm gonna go against popular opinion in the sports world. After what I saw last night, I feel like the Cowboys do have what it takes to be number one in their division, and I don't think that last night by itself. I feel like, and this is me watching because I texted you about it while it was going on, and you know how I am when it comes to how about them Cowboys. I'm very critical, but I will tell you right now, after what I saw last night, if the weather, and I know this is a lot, and everybody will say, well, it didn't happen, blah 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 blah. CeeDee Lamb is not going to do that every game, and I'm telling you right now that they're going to beat the majority of people that they play like that, and I think that Philadelphia did get lucky and eked out with a win. I think they eked out with a win last night, and I think that they did not play as good a game as Dallas did. And if that's the measurement stick that we're going to use, defending champions, I'm going to say Dallas is going to get better during the season and take the division. That's just facts.
Okay. And then last?
I got to go with the Giants. They got another quarterback competition that's going to be ongoing during the season. I know they got Russell starting for now.
They got Russell starting, but ain't they trying to work old boy in?
They JJ trying to get Jackson Dart in the game. They want
Jackson Dart. Why?
No, they got Jackson Dart.
They got Dart. Okay.
Trying to get Dart in there.
McCarthy in Minnesota.
They are trying to get Dart in there.
Yeah, that's who I was talking about earlier. McCarthy.
And third is Jameis Winston. They still got a quarterback competition going into the season. They're in the same position as Cleveland right now. If
you got three, you ain't got one.
Exactly. Same position as Cleveland.
So how you got the NFC East shaking out?
I gotta put my boys number one.
Come on,
because I'm a faithful fan. I'm gonna put them number one every year. Last is gonna be by default the Giants. I don't really think the Giants are gonna be last, but just by default, just starting out preseason. I mean, like season start, I'm gonna put the Giants last. But I think the Giants could shock some people with Russell and Neighbors, though. I think the Giants have a roster. They just have to solidify that quarterback position. But the Cowboys, man, my heart of hearts, and people ain't gonna believe this. Watching that game last night, I almost want to put the Eagles last. With that, because watching us being able to push Jalen Hurts out of the pocket and everything like that, I think other teams are going to be able to work around that. Like some of those first downs he got, you take that away, they 0-1 today. So
he got some freebies.
But right now, I'm gonna go with Cowboys. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cowboys first, just because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong. Go back last year when we picked up Brian Stoudemire as coach. I did a whole video live. I said he's going to be one of the best coaches in the game. Plug argued with me. Everybody argued with me. Some coaches create teams. Some create great stars. We're creating a team in Dallas, man. It's changing the whole dynamic, man. I don't think people understand that. So yeah, Cowboys number one, and then I got the Giants going last.
Well, I got last in the division. I got the Philadelphia Eagles. I got Philadelphia coming in last. I seen all I need to see last night. I've been seeing all I need to see. They got. Listen, whenever you got a quarterback where when it get tricky, he gonna rely on his legs. Winning in the playoffs is only gonna be, but so plentiful. What he did last year was awesome. I'm happy for that black man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he got money. I'm glad he got paid. You know what I mean? I'm happy for all of that for Jalen Hurts as an individual. Unfortunately, he played for the Philadelphia Eagles. And when it gets shaky, we know Jalen Hurts turned into a running back.
Can I ask one question, Mr. Classic?
Yeah, you can ask me. Is it about the Philadelphia Eagles?
It's about the league in general.
Okay.
Name one quarterback who scrambles like that in the modern era? I say 90, 99 and after. Which quarterback has won the Super Bowl doing that?
Won it or been to it?
Won it.
I don't know. I was going to tell you exactly who Jalen Hurts really is as a quarterback. He's Colin Kaepernick. Yeah. Colin Kaepernick. When in doubt, take off. Yeah, Kaepernick lost. He lost. Yeah, he lost. He went to the Super Bowl. He lost.
Yeah, he lost it.
Yeah, everybody hit the like button for sure. But yeah, he's Colin Kaepernick, bro. Jalen Hurts, he like Soul said earlier, he acknowledged that they're on a stacked team. But listen, having a stacked team don't mean that you're going to be the best team. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like he said, I got the Cowboys. What they showed me last night was cohesion. So as long as we stay healthy, which I think we will because of the way that we're going about it, if we can stay healthy on defense, because we're going to need our ones to be playing, okay? I'm not going to pretend like we got this defensive depth that we don't have. We need our ones to be playing. But we stay healthy on defense, and we will stay healthy on offense because of the way that we play. I think Dallas is an easy number one in this division, and I got Philadelphia coming in last. I think with Saquon Barkley having 2,976 carries last year or touches last year, I don't think he playing all 17 games. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take a gentleman's break on an achy something, right? It'll be something small, and they're gonna let him get a little grown man rest, you know what I'm saying, to prime him for the playoffs. So I don't think Saquon gonna play 17 of them. I don't think he's trying to break no more records. The man went and got a ring and he got his money, and I think they want to try to do a repeat thing, so they'd rather have him down the stretch. Expect for Saquon to take a gentleman's break throughout the season, if not a real one. Hopefully
they might cut his snaps in half, bro. They got another running back they got just for that reason.
Yeah, they got Willie Shipley over there, Shifty Shipley. Get him out in open space, and he do the same thing. He was doing a little wiggle yesterday in open space. I seen him.
They didn't get him not to give him touches.
But I'm going to tell you something. Our division is stacked like a bankroll, and I think the New York Giants going to clip the Eagles at least once. I think they're going to split with the Giants. They're going to split with us, and I think Washington might beat them twice. I got Dallas coming in first, Washington finishing in second, the Giants finishing in third, and I got the Philadelphia Eagles finishing in last in the division.
Classic.
That's just how I see it. He said, look out for our new linebackers coming over with the Bears' old head coach. Yeah. Listen, we got some pieces now. I saw
Nagy down there. Nagy down there.
Yeah. So we got some pieces. I seen what I need to see, and
that's what I liked more than anything else.
What?
Even more than the play on the field, I liked how Dak handled himself last night.
Yeah. I'm telling you, he's in his veteran era, right? He's in that sweet spot in his career where physically. And Dak lost a ton of weight too, so he's going to be moving better and feeling better about himself this season too. But he seemed to have trimmed up. He's leaner now, and I noticed it right away, even in his pads. But that's good for him.
Leaner, got more snap on his throws.
Yeah, Kobe lost a lot of weight down the stretch of his career. LeBron, after leaving Miami, he trimmed some weight off his frame too. It's good for people as they get older to lean out versus like bulk up. I know a lot of people living day-to-day life don't believe so, but it is for mobility's sake. But Dak looks healthy. You know what I'm saying? He looks enthused, but he's in that sweet spot where physically maybe he's still got a little bit of that prime sauce left, but mentally he's peaking. And so he's overall at the best that he's going to be. And hopefully that's enough for us to win a few playoff games in a row. You know what I'm saying? A few playoff games in a row instead of just getting one and then getting bumped. You know what I mean? So, I got them boys. I'm riding with my dogs.
Classic.
Yeah, man. But those are our NFL preseason division winner predictions, man. It's been great. I appreciate y'all joining me on this. Been good sports talk. I knew a debate was going to break out at some point. I thought we wasn't going to get out that NFC conversation without some shit sparking up, but Cortez knew where to put the Bears, and so everything was okay. I thought he was going to tweak. I can't lie. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tap in with my homies, tap in with Souls of Thought, and subscribe to his channel. Tap in with the Tez Down. Subscribe to his channel, and make sure if it's your first time here at Classic Code Sports, you hit the subscribe on my channel as well. It's been awesome talking to y'all, talking sports and division winner predictions. We're going to come back halfway through the season to see how our predictions are looking and see if we were on to something or if the injury bug going to bite harder than we know about. But it's Classic with the Classic Code Sports. And if y'all don't do nothing for me, stick to the code.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold.